on, guys? Welcome to another edition of Twisted Vapour. Hope you are all enjoying your day wherever you are. So today we're looking at a really nice RDA. Today we're looking at this. This is the Lock RDA, the brand new one from EHpro. Got to be one of the best RDAs that I have used to date. So what makes this thing so special? Let's dive on down, take a look in the box. Okay then, guys, let's take a closer look then at the brand new EHpro LOCK RDA. So as you can see, it turns up in the usual EHpro style of box. We have it very nice and black, very nice and simple. We do have our little viewing window there, allowing us to see the RDA very nicely. We do have a lock wrote down there. We do have the website there as well. And at the bottom we have Seek the Delight of Vape wrote at the bottom there. I do like the little messages that the EHpro like to put at the bottom of their boxes. I think they're really cool. At the side of the box then we do have the social media network links there, guys, as well. Top of the box we have EHpro. Side of the box we have absolutely nothing. And this side of the box we have Lock. And at the back of the box then we do have, of course, the usual warnings and things like that, including our colour option that we went for. And as you can see, I did go for the black version. So to get into the box then, we just give it a little shake. And we'll be able to then pull off the top of the box. Just pull the lid off like so. As you can see, we do get the Lock RDA sat there nice and pretty. We also get a little box of spurs, and we also get our 810 to 510 adapter. So we just take out the little box of spurs then. That way then we are able to get underneath this little foamy felt pad. See what else we get in our box. So at the bottom of our box then, guys, we are going to find our little warranty card. We are going to find our usual little user manual. And we are going to find our little authenticity card as well. So that's all what's in the bottom of the box then. So in the little spare parts box, you are going to find your usual little bag of spares, including a spare coil which ohms out at 0.5 ohms, should I say. 0.5 ohms, which are both coils, which is the one that you get inside of the lock and the one that you get inside of your spare parts bag. You also get your couple of spare screws, your 510 pins and adapters and things like that all in there. All the usual stuff, guys. And at the other end of the box you are going to receive your pouch of Muji cotton. So fairly straightforward. So let's take a look then at the lovely EHpro LOCK RDA, and as you can see, I have been using this quite a fair bit. So at the top then we do have a very nice 810 goon style drip tip. It is a full 810 goon, which means we can put in our ordinary 810s if we wish, or our custom 810s, and it do just snap in nice and simple. They don't fall about, they don't rattle about, they do sit in there nice and snug. Put the Cobra one back in then. At the top then we do also have this lovely nut styled airflow system. Now we can turn this like so, like that, and we can get it so it is fully open there on either side, thanks to them 3 little holes either side. Now the top cap, guys, is one solid piece, and that airflow system does lock into place, hence the name of the RDA. So it does lock into place, as you can see now. There you go. So your airflow is locked into place there, so you can adjust it very easily, and you can adjust it to be a very nice loose draw or a very nice tight draw, depending on your own personal preference. But it does lock into place, so that's a massive pro there. Tight into the deck then, so we'll just get straight down into it. At the top then you can see then we do get these really big blocks. Now the blocks here, guys, are the actual airflow itself. So when the air goes through the side of the actual barrel, then you'll see that the if we just take out this broken coil, I just left that broken coil in there, guys, just to show you how it would look when you got it. It is broken, it's clean in half, as you can see. Like I said, I have been using this consistently, so we will put the spare coil in there to show you. But the air itself goes through, as you can see, with the coiling jig, and it doesn't go through straight, it goes through on an angle. See, it goes through on an angle. So you're getting the air coming through and it'll go underneath the coil. So the coil's going to be sat here and the airflow does go underneath the coil and it does wrap around. It is really, really, really nice. Now with the notch coil system, it does just sit in these two little posts as you just see when I pulled out the old one. And we will put the spare one in there now, in fact. So let's get the brand new spare coil out so we can coil this up and show you guys. So this is the spare coil that it comes with. Now both coils, guys, are a 0.15 ohm. And all we have to do is simply just pop it in there like that. Simply just like putting in a fuse in your plug sockets at home and things like that. And it does just sit there very, very nicely. Now if you do want to put in your own coils, which you can do so, you just carefully take this one back out. There we go. We can do that just by simply popping our coils down into these little posts here. We do have a couple of little grub screws either side there to tighten in our leads. All I'm going to say though, guys, is just be careful if you are going to do it in that format, and watch you don't touch these two big rods, as if you do it will short. As you can see down the bottom there, guys, there is our squonk pin, so very, very nice. We do have a very nice, considerably nice sized juice well. We also have two nice big chunky O-rings on top there, locking all this down into place so you aren't going to get any spillages unless you over squonk it really badly and make it come up them airflow tubes. But other than that, guys, it is very, very simple. So to wick this up then, I'm not even going to bother putting it on the tab or anything like that. All I'm going to do is I'm simply just going to get my little notch coil like this. I'm going to get my last one of my Vapour cottons in this little pouch, which is really, really handy because it means now that all my old used up coils can now just go into this little box. So very, very nice there. Dual, it's got dual things for it going for it there. And all we're going to do is just going to simply get the coil like this, and I'm just going to get the end of the shoelace side, and it's just going to slot straight on just like this. And I'm just going to tease it through. Going to tease that right through just like that. And I'm just going to trim off the end. Just like that. Give it a little pull out there at the ends there. Fluff it all out myself. Like so. And that's it. That's simple. It's that simple. And then all I'm going to do then, guys, I'm just going to simply put my little notch coil back on the top. Job done. And we're now coiled up. It's that quick and simple. And all we have to do then is obviously tidy it up a little smidge. So if we just get the coil jig here, we just give it a little tidy up. Help just pop it in there like so. Like I said, we do get a very nice big juice well as well at the little bottom of this. It is quite nice and deep, so we are able to use quite a nice bit of cotton. And we just tidy it up just like that. And do the exact same on the other side, just pop it down into the grooves. Like this, either side of that post. There you go, job done. And that's it, all coiled up, wicked up and ready to go. So all it needs now is a little bit of juice. So what we'll do is we'll give this thing a little squonk. And we'll get some juice flowing in on them cottons. And we'll get it all starting to soak up. Really nice squonking action on this dripper. As you can see, you can take it quite high up with the squonking. You just can't take it extremely high. So we can take it relatively high up, like I said. Just do it, keep going with the squonk like so. So we get this cotton all nice at the bottom. And then what we'll do, guys, is we'll just give it a little bit of helping hand and we'll just drip all over the top here, just to help soak up the rest of this juice. Like so. And that's it, done. Give it a quick fire. Yeah, she's ready to go, straight away, ready to go. Absolutely amazing, amazing little system. So let's put the top cap back on, we'll go up top and we'll give this thing a V. Alright then guys, that was an up close and personal look then at the brand new EHpro LOCK RDA. So as you see in the up close and personal, we did have it sat on the Pulse BF mechanical squonker. I left it on there so I could show you guys all the lovely squonking action. I have now since put it on the EHpro Mod 101. I thought that would be a bit more of a colourful combination, as it is all matchy, so I do think that looks a lot better. And also we'll be able to check out the wattage and things like that as well. So we have got this up then at 55 watts, running this on a 0.15 ohm notch coil that was provided, you see in the up close and personal. We have got the airflow on this wide open as well, guys. The juice we are using is some of Sussex Vapour's watermelon and cherry. Officially now my favourite e-liquid to buy as well as to vape on. It is the perfect all-round, all-day vape. Very fruity, very sweet, very refreshing. Everything you ever want from an e-liquid, it's all there in this one little bottle. I will leave links down in the description below as always of where you can go pick this up for yourself, as well as the 10% discount code as well. So head over to Sussex Vapour and go check them out. So back to the actual RDA itself then, guys. So yeah, I've got the airflow wide open. We are using some watermelon and cherry. We've got this sat at 55 watts as I've said. Let's give this thing a bit then, shall we, and see how she performs.
I'm gonna take them out to the sand.
Absolutely fantastic. That's how she performs. Absolutely fantastic. So let's move on to our pros and our cons, then at the end I'll tell you where you can go and get this thing for yourself. So pros. First pro, guys, is the fact that it is a rebuildable, and as you already know, the fact that it is a rebuildable means it is our first pro today. The second pro I have for this lovely RDA then is the fact that it comes with that lovely 810 goon style drip tip. Now I do really like the Cobra one that is provided, but the fact that I can put on my own as well is also a nice big pro. The next big pro I have for it is the looks of it. I really do like this like industrial style that they've got going on. You've got the elegance of the Cobra style drip tip, but then you've got this like really industrial style airflow system with it looking like a nut or a bolt. Looks really nice. Kind of like that, like steampunk-esque, if you will. I also like that airflow as well, guys. That airflow is our next big pro. The fact that you get them 6 little tubes that go right down underneath that coil, keeping that notch coil really nice and cool, as well as any build that you put in will keep nice and cool. It's got to be a pro. The airflow on it is spot on, absolutely spot on. The next big pro I have for it is the actual barrel piece. The fact that it locks into place, hence the name The Lock, is also a massive pro. I love that. The fact that I can lock in that airflow is absolutely fantastic. The next big pro I have for it, guys, is the build deck. The build deck on this is child's play. It is so super simple. I really like that. It means you can coil up and wick up on the fly. Really like that. Absolutely amazing. The next big pro I have for it then, guys, is the overall build quality as well. The build quality is fantastic. You can really see that they have took the time and made such a quality item. Really nice. Okay then, guys, so I'm going to take another vape then. I'm going to move on to our cons, because as with everything in life there are cons. So let's have a little vape. Really nice. So the cons for this then, guys, for as far as I can see, is them 2 little pillars where we do slot in that notch coil. They could have made that probably a little bit wider out, or gave us a bit more of a better option to where we can put in our own coil, because when you do put in a bigger build, you do actually run the risk of it hitting them 2 side pillars unless you use a smallish build. Again, you'd have to obviously put the smallest build in the middle and then put the cotton over the two little locking pins where we had the notch coil. I'd like to see it be a bit bigger, if I'm honest. So I could put a bit more of a bigger build, or maybe even allow it so where we could unscrew the notch coil clamps and then be able to screw in, say, two normal posts. That would have been a really nice feature as well, if it would have been something like that. So yeah, that's probably the only con with it. Other than that, guys, the pros extremely outweigh the cons all day, and I've got to officially say now it is going to be one of the best RDAs that I have used this year by far. Now, there has been a couple of RDAs that I have really enjoyed, but this just knocks them out the ballpark. The flavour is full on intense and it is nice. The airflow is spot on. It's probably one of the best airflow systems I've used on an RDA. The coiling options on it are really simple. It's child's play, so the fact that you can build on it like that, it's just brilliant. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. One of the best RDAs I've ever used in my life, in my whole vaping life, should I say. So I'm going to take one more vape then, guys, and then I'm going to move on to where we can go and get this absolutely amazing RDA for ourselves. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I'm in love with it. I really am. I'm in absolute love with it. I think it's really nice. So guys, you can go over to www.naturevape.co.uk and you can go and pick up this fantastic RDA for yourself for £23.99 for the stainless steel. They also have a lovely metallic blue option and the black option as well for £24.99. So head over to naturevapes.co.uk. I will leave links down in the description below where you can just click on there and that will take you straight over to the actual RDA itself. I'll also leave links in the description as well where you can go and buy their notch coils as well, replacement notch coils from Nature Vape. You can get a pack of 5 for just under £4. Really fantastic price. So I will leave them links down in the description below as always, guys. Until the next review, see you again.